Looking to minimize the damage here. Grounder down the line at third. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike.
Hey, down 0-2, he better be leery of this guy's nasty changeup. He has the ability to bury it down and away or down and in wherever he wants to. So you got to be on point with this one.
A ball and 2 strikes now. 1-2. Here it is. Hit high in the air down the right field line. On the move is Hayward, and he makes the catch as just the 1 run comes across in the inning. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. And back in Cincinnati as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He cited the 4 walks they've earned already as evidence that his guys are waiting for the right pitch and that they're willing to let the opposition work themselves into trouble. So far, that's paying off.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. All set for the start of the inning, and set to go as the third baseman, Chris Bryant. First offering on its way. And that's on the outside corner for a strike. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
0-2 count, and the pitch. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. 1 out, nobody on. There's strike 2 as the slider hits the outside corner. This year against right-handed pitching, Contreras hits a little over the 270 mark. Oh, and he struck him out as well, so he's carving right through the heart of this lineup as there are 2 away now.
Wow, talk about mowing him down. How about 2 strikeouts on 6 pitches? He isn't messing around, and these last 2 batters have had no answer for what he's throwing up there.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Rizzo will head for second, and that'll stay in the park as it's off the center field wall. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
Man, they already hit 1 home run, and I thought they had a second one right there. Not quite enough behind it, though, as it banged off the wall for a double. He's giving up a fair amount of solid contact right now.
To the plate now, Kyle Schwarber. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Now the 0-1. Line drive to left. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Striding in once again, Phillip Ervin. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
The right fielder, Phillip.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. That's wide, 2-0. Now the pitch. Seared down the first baseline, but this will get fouled. 2-1. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. There's Joey Votto as he gets ready in the on-deck circle. The 3-1 coming from Lester. Full count now, 3-2. Good changeup in the dirt, strike 3. Contreras is after it. A throw down to first, 1 away.
Well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and standing in is the on-base machine, first baseman Joey Votto. The pitch. And it's fouled away. And this is swung on and missed as they jump ahead of Votto here, 0-2.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Eugenio Suarez.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and into the batter's box next, a guy who's developed into one of the big-time power hitters in the league, Eugenio Suarez. Now a curveball that misses here to the cleanup man. It's 1-0. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Lester gets the sign. Here comes the pitch. And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1.
This is a good at-bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
Up next for Cincinnati, the second baseman,
Ready now, Mike Moustakas. He reached on a walk in his last time up and later came around to score. He's set. Here it comes. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. That evens it up, 1-1. From the stretch. Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him, so we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
A bouncer up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. And the throw will come in quickly from center, so despite the hit and run, they won't get the extra base here.
Most guys assume they're getting a 3-2 fastball in that count right there, guys. But he was able to keep his hands back, keep his nose in there, and battle for a knock.
In now, Freddie Galvis, as he'll take a look at ball 1. A base hit in his first trip. One ball, no strikes. Now it's 2-0.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Line toward right center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away.
Number 44.
Outside of home runs, nothing fires me up more than watching a good baseball player drive the ball to the opposite field. Talking about hitting the inside half of the baseball, that's exactly what happened right there. And when we say inside half of the baseball, imagine the ball coming to a complete stop halfway between home plate and the pitcher's mound, and then cutting that baseball in half and highlighting the inside half. That's where you're trying to take the knob of your bat or the hands to that spot and carve the inside half of the baseball with power.
And this one's on the inside corner, 1-1.
Well executed fastball right at the knees. Going to be a long day for this offense if he stays in that spot.
2 out, bases loaded. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
And this could be trouble now. It's 3-1.
You fight so hard to get into these type of counts, you can't let this pitch get away from you. You have to keyhole something middle of the plate.
3-1. Here it is. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Schwarber has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. 3 left for Cincinnati. Through 3 complete, all tied 1 apiece. All set for the start of the 4th, and that'll bring up the former first-rounder and Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ.
We all know this guy's a real good fastball hitter. We saw how far he could hit one. He got a fastball that he liked, and he turned that thing around, and it got out of here in a hurry.
Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Happ with a swing, and he connects, sends this one to deep right field. Way up into the moon deck and out of here. Solo shot to right center. His 2nd home run of the game, and the Cubs move out ahead 2-1.
Well, he won his last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here, so he's got his work cut out for him if he's going to get the W in this one. He's going to have to start keeping the ball in the yard for starters.
Settling in now, Jason Kipnis. He drew a walk his first time up.
Jason Kipnis.
Pitch on the way.
Nope, that's inside.
Now the 1-0.
Hey!
No outs, nobody on. A ball and 2 strikes to Kipnis. The 1-2. Misses for the second ball.
Wow, fastball up and in. I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up and that far in, but message sent. Beware.
Bullet back up the middle. Aquino patrolling center makes the play, 1 out. Good time now to check out the Reds' Road to the Show report as you see a couple of guys in the upper levels of the minors that have been making waves as of late. Stepping in now, John Lester. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. The windup and the 0-1. Popped him up. Votto in foul ground. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The batter, number 9, shortstop, Javier Baez.
Here's Javier Baez, and he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I gotta believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
2 runs, 3 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Long run for the center fielder. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Cubs get a run here thanks to this solo home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 2-1 Chicago. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds offense with their manager between innings. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Kurt Casale. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a nice changeup that time from Lester to start things out. It's 0-1. Hit on the ground out to short. There's Baez. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Now back, the pitcher, Anthony DeSclafani.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Anthony DeSclafani. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Oh, he looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2. Lester's 2-0 home.
1 ball, 2 strikes. balls, 2 strikes.
Got him.
The left fielder.
So it's back to the top of the order now. And the right-handed hitting Nicholas Castellanos will bat next. Now the first pitch here from Lester. In there, strike one.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
And that last pitch was number 74 for Lester in this one. 1-1 to the Reds leadoff man. Fourth inning of a 2-1 ball game. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike two.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team, not afraid to execute.
Hit hard up the middle, and that's through for a hit. Happ scoops it up. So make it 2 hits for him now on the night as this one finds its way into center. And as you can see there on the team leaderboard, he's currently pacing the club here as we approach the midway point of the season. First things first, here's a throw over. At the plate, Phillip Ervin. As he'll watch a sinker here that misses, it's ball one.
Hey, I know the tying run's at first right here, but if the pitcher on the mound executes, keeps the ball in play, I think good things are going to happen.
1 run, 6 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. And that's right there, and we're even at 1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now. Lester sets and delivers.
Outside, that's the ball.
He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
3-1. Here it is. Full count now.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Now the payoff pitch home. And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
So stepping in, Joey Votto, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Here's the first pitch to him. Starts things here with a changeup for a called strike. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. The 0-1 offering. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Reds strand a couple. They still trail it here 2-1. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Jason Hayward.
Jason Hayward.
Here comes the first pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2. 2-0 count. The pitch. And right into the shift. But a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. Now here's the pitch. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Here's the pitch. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
Ready once again, Chris Bryant. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
Lifted in the air to straightaway left. Castellanos comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Contreras.
So one gone in the inning here with a runner at first. And Wilson Contreras digs in at the plate. On its way is pitch number 75.
0-1's the count.
5th inning, 2-1 our score. Takes this the other way to right. Irvin is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and that brings in Anthony Rizzo. As a look, now the pitch. A runner on first with 2 away. And he fouls this one off. Ready with the 0-2. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. Knee high, he barehands it. Nice snag, but no chance to get an out, so there'll be runners at first and second.
And as a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is more painful than having to get extra outs in an inning. That should have been out number 3 there. Instead, he has to refocus and get back to work.
Ready for another shot now. Kyle Schwarber hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
This is when you start to lose your mind a little bit. You know you're in a slump as you walk to the plate. You finally do something good and barrel something up, and it's right at somebody.
Hey, this dude's clearly capable of clearing the bases with one swing. So I think the approach to this guy is trying to keep the ball off the plate. See if they can get him to chase something.
1-1 to Schwarber. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch.
Count was 2-1.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
Schwarber connects and sends a ball to deep right field. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. 19th home run for him on the season, and it's suddenly a 5-1 ball game. We've seen these guys go deep 3 times so far in this one, guys.
You know, D-Row, looks like the boys are dialing long distance from the batter's box so far.
Yeah, the pitchers aren't fooling anyone today, Dan. Let's see if this trend continues.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. And the starter remains out there despite just allowing the long ball. We thought maybe they'd go and get him, but no indication of that yet.
Yeah, to me, that home run was a sign that he's starting to get a little bit tired out there. It was a good pitch to hit, and it's typically the command that starts slipping when you're fatiguing a little bit. So I can't see him being out there much longer.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Here's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. 3 runs already home here. Fouled away. The 2-2 one more time.
I got 3-2.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit or at least force him out of the game.
The 3-2 pitch. And he misses again. Ball 4, and his control is really letting him down now.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Here comes the Red skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So he'll depart here in the 5th after working just 4 2/3, and he's on the hook for the L unless this one turns around. Lucas Sims takes over here with a runner at first and 2 gone in the inning.
Number 39, Lucas Sims.
Jason Kipnis will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Man, that's a great take right there. Backdoor slider, just missed the outside corner. This guy must have a really good eye. Most guys swing at that pitch.
Grounded foul toward the third base dugout. Kipnis, a 32-year-old veteran. He was taken in the 2nd round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. But the Cubs do get 3 on the 3-run home run. Bottom of the 5th coming up. It's the Cubs 5 and the Reds 1. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and digging in is the big-time power threat, Eugenio Suarez.
This one doesn't look good so far, down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Down and in here, 1 ball, no strikes. Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
Behind on the swing that time, and it's 2-1.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
Shin high fastball that time, ball 3.
1 strike.
On deck, Mike Moustakas. Hot shot to third. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone.
Well, if you're going to bobble a ball, you have to hope it's when a guy is lumbering down the base pass. He's no speedster, so that was a good job to stay calm and make the recovery throw.
In now, Mike Moustakas. He singled his last time up. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch.
Ball 1.
It's a 5-1 game here in inning number 5. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
Liner in there for a base hit. And this one scoots all the way to the wall.
Hey, there's a bullet down the right field line. That had double written all over it, but a great job by the right fielder to cut it off and keep him to a single.
Nice aggressive turn by the batter right there, but hats off to the right fielder to keep him from getting the scoring position.
The Chicago manager up out of the dugout now as he'll make the slow walk to the mound. And I believe that's going to be all for John Lester. So he'll head to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, not enough to qualify for the victory, as his bullpen will have to go a long way to hang on to the lead. Jarrell Cotton enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with 1 out in the inning. Freddie Galvis will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and 1 away. From the stretch. 0-1 the count. Cotton, a former member of the Oakland A's. He was acquired via trade last year.
Yeah, this guy's fully settled in with this ball club right now. Knows what the manager and coaching staff expect from him. Is not taken aback by anything. He's been through the spring training process and gotten to know everybody in this organization top to bottom.
1-1.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Has a look, now the pitch. Still a ball and 2 strikes. The next 1-2 pitch. Waiting inside with that one, a pretty easy take there. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Another 2-2 offering. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Happ is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Now batting, number 44.
In now for the Reds, Aristides Aquino. A hit in 2 tries so far. From the belt, the pitch. The 0-1 pitch. Lined hard toward right center. Reach as he makes the catch, and he took a header along with it, but he saved extra bases as the side is retired. A final look at this tumbling catch out there in right field. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Victor Caratini will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the sixth.
7, Victor Caratini.
And first pitch swinging as this is bounced on the ground towards short. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
The batter, number 9, shortstop, Javier Baez.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Javier Baez. His prior history versus this arm, he's 1 for 4. First pitch of the at-bat.
Count 1-0.
We're in the 6th inning now of a 5-1 ball game. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. High in the air down the right field line. Right fielder giving chase, but this will land untouched. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
It's been a rough night at the yard for him. That's 3 times he's gone down on strikes in this one. So they've really figured out how to attack this guy.
So that'll bring up Jason Hayward. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. It was a walk in his last trip. Now the 1-0. His fastball taken high for a ball.
2-0.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Now with the base is empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
And the pitch. High in the air and deep to left center field. Going back is the left fielder. A leap, but he can't bring it back into the park. It's a home run. A solo shot that time off the bat of Jason Hayward. Number 11 for him on the season, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
Well, how do you beat the shift? You hit it over the shift, of course. You can't play guys up in the sky, so he lifts this one up and out of here.
Here's Chris Bryant now.
Third baseman.
As he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Now the 1-0.
Hey.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Ooh, jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Cubs tack on another courtesy of this solo home run. Bottom of the 6th is straight ahead. It's the Cubs 6 and the Reds 1. Alec Mills is on his way into the ballgame now as he'll be making his 50th appearance of the year.
Number 30, Alec Mills.
Bottom of the 6th inning now, and next to hit is the catcher, Kurt Casale.
Kurt Casale.
First pitch on its way.
Ball one.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Waved at and missed as he took something off there. 1-1. Oh, straightened him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
It's funny. That pitch, I can picture being in the box. That pitch looks so good to hit, and why does no one ever get to it? A good executed high fastball usually blows 9 out of 10 guys away.
And here's a curveball looked at. Strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning.
Pitching 101 is changing location and upsetting the hitter's timing. You do that, and everything's going to be fine. In that strikeout, he never threw the same pitch twice in a row, and he won the battle because of it.
Winker.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. The 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now it's swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. It looks like the Cubs will get a left-hander up and working out of the bullpen. The 1-2 pitch. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order's coming up right behind him.
Little chopper back to the mound. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
The left fielder, number 2, Nick Castellanos.
So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Nicholas Castellanos. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Oh, and this one is hit a ton out to center. Racing back the center fielder. At the wall, he leaps and makes a spectacular catch. And with it, that'll end the inning. Another look here as he goes up and over the wall to take away a home run. On to the back third tonight. Stick around on the show. Robert Stevenson is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 55, Robert Stevenson.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Wilson Contreras. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
Looks like the Reds are going to have some stirring in the bullpen as a lefty's begun to heat up down there. The 1-0. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. A strike to Contreras, and it's 1-1. Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2. Stevenson rarely finds himself in much trouble out of the bullpen, at least in terms of giving up base hits. He's proven to be a tough guy to barrel up. The 1-2. Fouled off. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Waiting next is Anthony Rizzo. The 3-2 pitch. And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit out towards second. Moustakas is there to second for 1. On to Votto, and they get the double play.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2-ball.
So base is empty now after the double play. And next to bat will be the outfielder, Kyle Schwarber. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Count 1-0.
Two out, nobody on. A ball and a strike. Line, but speared on a hop. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
And as a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is more painful than having to get extra outs in an inning. That should have been out number 3 there. Instead, he has to refocus and get back to work.
Ian Happ will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take it back to inning number 4. And this was his second home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. 2 out with the man at first. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
He's having a great day at the dish. His timing is spot on. This pitching staff's going to have to find a different way of attacking him.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
You know, I'm not sure he didn't throw that pitch out of the zone on purpose. They've been swinging at pretty much everything he throws, so why not give it a shot?
Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Cubs. They hold on to their 6-1 lead. Stepping into the box, Phillip Ervin. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Great curveball there. Really fooled him with that one. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The 1-2. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Irvin is retired, and there's one away. So up steps the former MVP, Joey Votto. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Here's the first pitch to him. No balls and 1 strike. 1 out, nobody on. And Votto's able to lay off that one as the count turns even to 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1 pitch is looked at off the plate for a ball. Eugenio Suarez waits on deck. Popped him up. Contreras has a play. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The third baseman, number 7, Eugenio Suarez.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Eugenio Suarez. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Oh, that's good.
Hit pretty well out toward right center field. Happ will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. Ready for another chance? Jason Kipnis. He'll start us off in the 8th.
The second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
First delivery to him on the way. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
The pitcher, number 30, Alex Mills.
David Bodie will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Pinch hitting for Chicago, number 13, David Bodie.
Bottom part of the zone, and the slider is in there for a called strike. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
The count now at 2-1. And now a pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. That's strike 2. Here now the 2-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Into the box now, Javier Baez. As he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball one. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. And it's fouled away. The 1-1 home.
Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Slow roller down the third baseline. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
Now batting.
Boy, D-Roll, this looked like one of those easy 1, 2, 3 innings. Next thing you know, a little swinging ground ball and a 2-out infield base hit.
Yeah, it's never too late, and you never know when a rally's going to start. It seemed innocent early on. He got 2 quick outs, but now we see traffic at first.
So now to the plate, Jason Hayward. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. And that misses 1-1.
Hey, that backdoor breaking ball just missed. He had a chance to run it to 0-2.
And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
Count is 1 and 2.
A runner on first with 2 away. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The 1-2. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. And off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field. A 2-run home run that time for Jason Hayward. His second of the game, as this is now a 7-run ball game. Digging in next will be Chris Bryant, as he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
Now one hit foul over to the right side as the count moves to 1-2. Hits are even at 7 apiece. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. Casale gathers, and that ends the inning. 2 for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of this 2-run home run. On now to the bottom of inning number 8. It's the Cubs 8 and the Reds 1. Kyle Ryan is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 56, Kyle Ryan.
Into the box, Mike Moustakas. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far.
The second baseman, Mike Moustakas.
First delivery to him on the way. Line drive to center field. Happ has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
Now
Jumped
batting,
all over that
the
first pitch
shortstop.
of the inning, and
Ready.
he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to
Galvin.
steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Freddie Galvis. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
At the ball.
And that misses, ball one. Ryan is among a dying breed. Those lefty specialists whose roles are changing with the new rules around reliever usage. Here comes the 1-0. Pitch is popped up. Rizzo has room in foul territory, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting, number 44.
Digging in, Aristides Aquino. Only 4 outs remaining for them to try and rally back in this one. From the stretch. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fouled off. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. Here it comes. Lifted down the line in left, and that will end up a foul ball. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. Reds are down in order. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Amir Garrett will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7th spot in the lineup following the double switch. Scott Schebler will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Number 43.
All set to start the 9th in this one, and stepping up to hit next, the catcher Wilson Contreras. He's ready. Here's the first offering. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Garrett, a 27-year-old, he was taken in the 22nd round back in 2011.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
The 1-0 home is taken for ball 2.
Well, that's another great hitting count here on 2-0. It's no wonder why they're up 7.
There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
Set to deliver on 2-1. 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Fastball well outside.
Wow, talk about a waste pitch on 2-2. That one wasn't even close. I don't know anyone that would have swung at that pitch.
3-2 pitch. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
Now batting, the first baseman, Anthony.
Now at the plate, Anthony Rizzo. He was a double play victim last time around.
Yeah, rolling into a 2-ball will eat at you for the rest of the game at least, so you know he wants to make up for it right here.
Count 1-0.
Low for ball 1. Nobody out, runner on first. One and one, the count to the Cubs first baseman. And it's fouled away. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number 1. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Into the box, Kyle Schwarber, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes.
That's out.
Hit in the air out to center field. And there's out number 2 as this is taken in shy of the track, and the runner will have to retreat.
The center fielder, number 8, Ian Happ.
Digging in the switch hitter, Ian Happ. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. He's set, and the pitch. And he fouls this one off. Now the 0-1. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Castellanos is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Cubs strand 1, and it remains an 8-1 ball game. At the plate, Kurt Casale starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Here's the first pitch to him. In there, and it's 0-1.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
That has to make you feel really good as a pitcher, right? You're making pitches all around the zone, and then you bring that one inside. You can't do anything with it. What does it do? It just locks you up inside. You have no chance to put the ball in play.
And that brings up Scott Schebler. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. And it's 1-1. Bases are empty, one man out. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2. The 1-2 pitch.
That's ball.
Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. And another foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Popped up. Rizzo is there, and quickly 2 are gone here, and it's not looking good for the home 9.
Number 2, Nick Castellanos.
Nick Castellanos now. He's ready. Here's the first offering. 2 out, nobody on. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not concerned with striking out, so he's going to get his A swing off.
The Reds down to their last strike. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Wow, they were banging on all cylinders, from the leadoff man to the number 9 guy, the order. They absolutely cruised to a 7-run victory. If it were only always that easy, right?
8-1 is the final tonight. The Chicago Cubs took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Jarrell Cotton earns the victory out of the bullpen, his 5th. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 8 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. For the Reds, 1 run, 7 hits, 2 errors. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 20 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight we've got a good matchup in store between the Chicago Cubs and the Cincinnati Reds. Major League Baseball on the show starts now. Tyler Mahle, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, I'm really excited to watch this guy in this one. He strung together a solid season up to this point. ERA in the low 2s, and that's not an easy thing to do in this day and age of high-scoring games and home runs and teams filled with guys that get hit throughout the lineup. This is a really good pitcher.
Now at the plate, Javier Baez. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. Here comes the first pitch. Inner third let go. It's a called strike. And guys, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, they dropped another one last time out, and in fact they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty, taking a look at the standings right here, this team has a nice lead, comfortable. You always want to find yourself in a position where you're about 5 to 9 games, got the advantage. You don't. One series isn't going to totally kill you in the standings, and this team's sitting pretty right now.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Aquino is right there, 1 down.
Batting second, the right fielder, Jason Hayward.
Here's Jason Hayward now, and he's been a tough out these past couple of weeks as the numbers there tell you the whole story. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Ball.
Game time temperature here an even 60 degrees. One out, nobody on. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1. And set up behind the plate is Ricky Holiday, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Dan, we got Ricky Holiday behind the dish tonight. I can't figure his zone out. He doesn't favor the hitter or the pitcher and can be a little too inconsistent at times.
D-Row, you hit the nail right on the head. I think one of the things we're looking for a consistent zone. If it's a tight zone, it's a high zone. Have the same zone. His zone fluctuates a little bit too much for my liking during the course of a game. Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor and he's swinging a pitch that bad? Not good.
Fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Hit hard towards the hole. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. Into the box now, Chris Bryant, to show you what he did in May versus what he's done so far at the plate in June. Now the pitch.
Ball, that's out.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hits this one hard the other way, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Bryant is off of first with 2 away. Contreras in front, 2 balls and no strikes.
Hey, not a good spot to be, down 2-0. This guy has some serious pop at the plate. I'm expecting a big hack here.
3-0 now.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
He's set. Here's the 3-0.
Down to 3-1.
Left side. Reined in. And he'll go the short way to retire the side. One left for the Cubs. It's the Cubs 0 with the Reds coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Brad Wick gets the starting nod for the Cubs in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
This guy really struggled last year. This season's going to be about a bounce back year. Real ugly ERA last year. He has a lot to prove to himself and to his teammates that he's a much better pitcher than he was last year.
Nick Castellanos now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Nick
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
Yeah, Matty, I know we're getting ready for game 2, but yesterday, man, road trip got off to a great start. They pounded the baseball, pitched, played defense. This team comes in riding high into game 2.
Now the 1-1 pitch is a fastball down below the knees.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Now the 2-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. On the move is Hayward. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
batting second, the right fielder, Phillip Ervin.
That'll bring in Phillip Ervin. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only 1 score. First pitch of the at-bat. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And that's on the outside corner, 1-2. Now the pitch. And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
In is Joey Votto now. Hit softly down the line at first. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. We are still scoreless. And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate as you get a look at his current righty-lefty splits entering play in this one. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. 1-1 the count to the Cubs first baseman. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Standing in, Kyle Schwarber, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. First pitch on its way. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. That evens it up 1-1. No score here as we play inning number 2. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. And a curveball drops in on 2-1. 2-2 now. Now here's the pitch. Lifted the other way to left center. Left fielder is on the move. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Batting seventh, the center fielder, number 8, Ian Happ.
Coming to the plate now, Ian Happ hitting just a bit over the Mendoza line on the year. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swung on and blasted foul to the right. And wow, that got all the way out to the Riverfront Club. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Happ with a 2-1 count now.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Popped him up. Casali is under it, and that's the third out. Cubs are down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And next will be the imposing power bat, Eugenio Suarez.
Eugenio Suarez.
And the pitch.
Inside ball. Ball, that's out.
Now the 2-0.
Inside ball one.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Swing and a miss. 3-1.
That's not a pitch he misses very often. He knows he should have done something with that one.
A good pass at that ball, just a little late, and now the count's full. Ready with the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, and they'll come all the way back from 3-0 to punch him out. 1 away.
Batting fifth,
Standing in, Mike Moustakas. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
That's outside.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. In there, 1-1. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Hey, I admit I'm a little biased. There's nothing better than that pop of a glove on a good fastball. Looking forward to hearing a lot more of that pop the rest of this one.
Moustakas waits on the 1-1.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Bottom of the second here with no score. Oh, too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now. Holds off on the slider, and that's a good idea as it's ball 4.
Well, he battled to get it to a 3-2 count, but that pitch wasn't even close. Now he's got a man on with 1 out, so he's got to focus on trying to get the ground ball.
Digging in, Freddie Galvis, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. First pitch coming, here it is. Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but this is foul for the first strike. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
And he popped him up. Kipnis is there, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Batting 7, the center fielder, number 44.
Stepping in, Aristides Aquino. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the belt, kicks and deals. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. A ball that's carrying. But he can't get it as it's off the wall. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
At the plate now, Kurt Casale, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. 2 high, and it's 3-0.
There's absolutely no need to challenge him in this situation right here. Do yourself a favor, be smart, nibble a little bit, maybe use his aggressiveness against himself.
The 3-0 pitch.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
Out of the stretch, the 3-1 home. He loses him on ball 4.
That's a nice job to work that walk right there. Even if it doesn't lead to anything on the scoreboard this inning, it prevents the pitcher from having the lead off for the next one. Just one of those small things that might go unnoticed, but in the end, make a big difference.
So here now's the pitcher, Tyler Mahle. Twos all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. Here comes the first pitch. In there at the letters 0-1.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
Comes set, the 0-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. The three of us return with more Wednesday night baseball after this. Digging in now, Jason Kipnis. And as you can see, he's seen that average climb the last week or so.
Jason Kipnis.
First pitch on its way. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it is being used.
A ball and 2 strikes to Kipnis. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Don't be shocked if he doesn't go right back to that same pitch. You could tell he jelly-legged him at the plate a little bit. Froze him, but just missed the zone.
The 2-2. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. And with one away, let's give you a look at the standings in the NL Central entering play as you see where these two teams sit in relation to one another. So coming to the plate, Brad Wick, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now the pitch. Swinging on the first pitch as he hits this one on the ground to second. And that's the second out.
The batter, number 9, shortstop, Javier Baez.
So 2 are gone now in the Cubs half of the third, and with it comes Javi Baez to the plate. Here's the first pitch to him. In there, no balls and a strike.
0-1's the count.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
The 1-1. Hit high and deep to right center. Irvin is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. It remains 1-0.
Welcome back. The Reds are set to hit here in the 3rd inning, and this offense has certainly not disappointed this year. Within the league, they rank among the leaders in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. When asked about their offense, the players I talked with all brought up how multifaceted their talent is, saying they've got guys that can spray the ball around, guys that work counts and draw walks, and of course plenty of guys that can go deep and drive in runs. Their numbers certainly confirm that, guys.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Leading off for the Reds,
Nick Castellanos at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Now the pitch. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash.
The right fielder, number 6, Philip Irvin.
Now in the box, Philip Irvin. 0 for 1 here in the early going. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Not the ideal location for a changeup up in the zone, but he got away with it.
The 0-1 delivery. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Here's the 0-2. Swing, and he pops him up. Looks to be playable in foul ground. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, the first baseman, Joey.
So up steps the former MVP, Joey Votto. Here's the first pitch to him.
1-0.
The 1-0 delivery. Look out, 2-0 now.
That's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
Now the 2-0 home. Outside 3-0 now.
Now with the base is empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
Pitch on the way. And he'll just make him throw one over here. 3-1. 2 out, nobody on. Swing, strike 2. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. Reds are down in order, but they lead it 1-0. New inning set to get underway, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Jason Hayward.
Jason Hayward.
First delivery to him on the way.
That's a ball.
The 1-0. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. One and two.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and they get right back outside. Nice pitch.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now, 3-2.
Hey, throwing the ball great up until this point. Don't want to allow a leadoff walk. Needs to just focus in on his mechanics right here.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The next 3-2. Fouled off. Grounded to the right. Moustakas has it. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth. And so after getting the ground ball with the fastball on that last pitch, that'll segue perfectly to our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And whoa, look at that for a top speed. 98 miles an hour. That man is flat dealing. So one away here in the Chicago fourth, and that'll bring up Chris Bryant. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
It's been more than 2 innings since this guy's allowed anyone to reach base. He looks pretty unbeatable on the bump right now.
Weak grounder down the line at third, but this will get foul for strike 2. Just one hit apiece for both of these clubs. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
1 and 2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
The 1-2. Got him swinging in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Bryant is retired, 2 down now.
The catcher, number 40.
Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Wilson Contreras. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Wanted to get the front door curveball on the inside corner there, but it backed up a little and stayed off the corner.
Now here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. 1-1.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s down to the zone. Looks like a fastball coming, and then boom, the bottom falls out of it. Terrific pitch.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
Count 2-1.
No runs, just 1 hit. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double. So they'll try to make something of this 4th inning after all, as he's into second with a 2-out double. And as we check out the ranking on the team leaderboard, you can see that that gives him an even 20 now on the campaign. Anthony Rizzo stands in now as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now Rizzo belts one, carrying well to right field. And they take the lead. It's gone. A 2-run shot at the bat of Anthony Rizzo. Number 18 for him on the campaign. And the Cubs move out ahead 2-1.
Hey, I know we're not sitting up here with a crystal ball, but that swing right there, although in the middle innings, could be the deciding factor. And we could be looking back at this one when it's all said and done.
Now batting.
To the plate now, Kyle Schwarber. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Breaking ball there is down. Good job of laying off. It's back to 2-2.
Good job to lay off that 1-2 breaking ball. Put himself right back in this at bat.
A bouncer to the left side. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time.
Yeah, and with 2 outs, the pitcher was mentally in the dugout already. Now he's got to regroup and find a way to get out of this. Hard not to feel for the guy.
Runner at first following the error. And coming forward is the switch-hitting outfielder, Ian Happ. Here comes the first pitch. Line fouled off to the left and a few rows back. Here comes the 0-1. And it's fouled away. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away, but that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2.
2-2.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
Well, this has been a good at-bat. He's now worked the count full to 3-2. It allows the runner on first to be on the move with 2 away.
Now the payoff pitch home. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
Two men on, 2 out, and standing in now, the power-hitting second baseman, Jason Kipnis. He's set. Here it comes.
At the ball. Ball 1.
Coming up now on 30 pitches in the inning. Pulled high in the air out to right field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 2 for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 2-1 Chicago. And back in Cincinnati as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds offense with their manager between innings, and flat out he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th, and that'll bring in Eugenio Suarez.
Third baseman, Eugenio.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he fouls this one off. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes.
1-1.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
Swung on and crushed. Everyone just stands there and watches it fly. So a solo shot down the line in left. 19th home run for him on the season. And the Reds have come back to tie things at 2 apiece.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
The batter, number 9, second baseman.
Stepping in now, Mike Moustakas, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Moustakas, or just Moose for short, he was selected in the first round back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
A bit of a hanger, but it's laid off and called a strike. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Off-speed pitch misses here, and he runs it to 3-1. Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Now the 3-2 pitch is at the knees and called strike 3.
We know he's probably still thinking about that game-tying home run he just gave up, but I'm going to give him credit for not showing that it's bothering him. When you come back and strike out the next guy, it shows you've still got your head in the right place.
Into the box now, Freddie Galvis, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Galvis, a Venezuelan-born ball player. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Some guys only get to free agency one time in their career. This guy has a chance to get there for a second time and in the prime of his career. Is he able to handle the pressure as he plays out this final season?
Number 44.
Here comes the Chicago skipper now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So he will curiously make his way to the dugout after what has to be considered a very brief appearance. Jarrell Cotton, the 5'11" right-handed reliever, enters to take over on the mound now.
Number 45, Jarrell Cotton.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Aristides Aquino. An RBI double is what he was credited with his first time around.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 0-1 pitch on its way. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Ooh, that was ugly. Howdy, if you're waving at me.
0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now. 2 runs on 2 hits. 1 error on the ledger for Cincinnati so far. Now he drops a changeup on him. Strike 3 called, and a great pitch there to retire the side. But the Reds are able to square things up on this solo home run. We played 4, and we are tied 2-2. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. He said they've been frustrated hitting into ground out after ground out, but it's up to them to adjust. They know they're getting a lot of pitches down in the zone, so they either need to learn to lay off or find a way to get under those pitches a little bit more, because clearly the balls on the ground aren't benefiting them in this one.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
The pitcher, Jarrell Cotton.
First offering on its way. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball one. And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. Now the 1-0. Misses for the second ball.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
2 balls and a strike now. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Not too many guys taking the mound today with this good a split. Look at the downward action on that thing. It's falling off the table.
Hit down the line at first, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. High in the air out towards shallow right. Irvin has to come in a few steps, but he has it for out number 1.
The batter, number 9, shortstop, Javier Baez.
Here's Javier Baez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch on its way. Drilled down the line, but a foul ball here, 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. Hit high and deep to right center. Center fielder giving chase. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now batting, the right fielder, Jason Hayward.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the multi-gold glover Jason Hayward. First pitch of the at-bat.
Count 1-0.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Hits this one hard the other way. Throw on Votto will take care of him at first, and the side is retired. Cubs are down in order. Halfway home, tied 2 apiece. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Kurt Casale.
The catcher, Kurt Casale.
First pitch coming, here it is.
Ball 1.
Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. The 1-0 home is swung on and missed, strike 1.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
The 1-1 home. A swing and a ground ball to third, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. Here it comes. Here's a pop-up now. Rizzo has a play. He's got it 1 away.
The pitcher, number 30, Tyler Mahle.
Jesse Winker will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 33, Jesse Winker.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. That average coming in right at 300 on the nose. 15 long balls, 39 driven in. Heading out towards shallow right. Hayward has a read on it. And that's the second out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 2, Nick Castellanos.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Nicholas Castellanos. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's ready. Here's the first offering. The windup and the 0-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes, you count.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Kipnis is there. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. Through 5, all even at 2-2. Lucas Sims takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 39, Lucas.
Top half of the 6th about to get started, and into bat next, former National League MVP Chris Bryant. Here comes the first pitch. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
Good spot to be in right now as a hitter. Count your favor, 1-0. Good time to get a fastball and turn it loose.
Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. And now the Reds are going to get the bullpen moving here, and it's a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. Bryant looking at a 3-1 count.
Well, that's ball 3, and the Cubs right now, they're looking for base runners. Hey, they'd love to get a leadoff walk.
3-1 is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
Fouled off into the seats behind first. Once again, a 3-2. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
Now batting.
Digging in and looking for more, Wilson Contreras. Prior history in this matchup, he's 2 for 4. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. With too much tilt on that breaking ball as it misses low. Bases are empty, 1 man out. 2-2 to the Cubs catcher. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Standing in now, Anthony Rizzo, as he looks at a fastball on the inside corner for strike one. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Now here's the pitch. Back up the middle. Throw goes to Votto over at first. It's in time to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Home half of the 6th inning coming up, deadlocked at 2 apiece. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Phillip Ervin.
The right fielder, Phillip.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And, oh, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Anytime you're battling the scores even, you've got to get on base to manufacture some offense. He'll take that every day of the week.
So striding in, Joey Votto. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. 0-1, here's the pitch.
Well, that backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's a very effective pitch. If you can hit the outside corner of that pitch, it's unhittable.
2-2 is our score. Leadoff man aboard at first here with nobody out. Back up the middle. And Votto reaches. He's got a base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
In now, Eugenio Suarez, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. 1-0 pitch on the way. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now. 2-0.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
The Reds have been searching for that big hit all game long. Let's hope they can get it. They're starting to run out of time. It's about time for something to happen.
Now the 2-1. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. So a 3-run blast to deep center here. His second home run of the game. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
into the box, Mike Moustakas.
Second baseman.
As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Line drive, base hit to right.
Pitcher went to the well one too many times. Back-to-back fastballs. Hitter was able to keep his hands through, deliver a nice line drive.
Alec Mills takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the 6th inning.
Number 30, Alec Mills.
At the plate now, Freddie Galvis. And it's grounded just foul down the line. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. 3 runs already home here. And he misses there. 1-2. Mills, a 6'4" right-hander, comes into the day 3rd in all-star balloting among relievers. So we'll wait and see if he ends up receiving an invite.
Yeah, and you don't want to leave it up to a manager's decision. You want to get in based on the fan vote, and he has a chance to do exactly that if he can make a late push as we head towards the Midsummer Classic.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works, too.
At the plate, Aristides Aquino, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. There's a chopper foul over to the right side. 0-2 now. Still only 1 out in the inning. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Kipnis. The relay on to first. The double play, and the side is retired. Boy, oh boy. But 3 for the Reds in the inning, all coming on this 3-run home run. The 6, 7, 8 hitters coming up to start the 7th. It's now a 5-2 lead for Cincinnati. Stepping up to the plate, Kyle Schwarber. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
The left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0. Fouled away. The 1-2. Grounded up the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch on its way. Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2.
Now batting, the second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
In is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. No balls and a strike to count. The windup and the 0-1.
Ball, that's out.
Hey, that backdoor breaking ball just missed. He had a chance to run it to 0-2.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
This is line to left. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit. Wow, this is a perfect example of a wily veteran doing what needs to be done to deliver for his team.
Yeah, and just watch this swing. Instead of trying to do too much with it and pull it, he stays inside the ball and is able to smack it to the opposite field for a double.
Victor Caratini will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 7, Victor Caratini.
Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. And he's got to get on base any way he can with that possible tying run behind him in the on-deck circle. This is on the ground over to first. Oh, what a stop on the slide. What an outstanding play to end the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. The three of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Ryan Tepera gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Number 52, Ryan Tepera.
Stepping up now, Kurt Casale. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at-bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. Hit hard to the right, but foul. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Tucker Barnhart will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 16, Tucker Barnhart.
Liner toward right center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
pitcher's got to stay on his toes right there. You never know who in this lineup is going to pull out the old ambush. Knocked to right there.
Stepping in now, Nicholas Castellanos. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Fouled off. (5-2) our score as we play inning number 7. This is swung on and popped up, crossing into foul territory now behind third, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. He's set, and the 1-2 pitch.
I got to count 2-2.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away. Now to the plate, Phillip Ervin. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. 0-1 the count. 2 out with the man at first. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Long run for the center fielder. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Reds leave 1. They're still out in front, 5-2. Raisel Iglesias has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 26, Raisel Iglesias.
Ready to begin the 8th, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Javier Baez.
The shortstop, Javier Baez.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Great changeup there in the dirt for the 3rd strike. And he makes the throw to first. Baez is retired, and there's 1 away.
Now batting, right fielder.
So that'll bring up Jason Hayward. First pitch on its way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
Got to find a way to scratch at least 1 across. You do not want to take on the monster closing the game down 3.
Now a swing and a ball foul tipped right off our home plate umpire, and with no time to react, that is tough duty back there. Let's hope he's okay. And a big swing by Hayward, but this is on the ground to second. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Up next for the Cubs, the 3rd baseman, Chris Bryant.
Here's Chris Bryant now, and they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, that's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it 1 bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
First delivery to him on the way. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here. 0-1 in his career. Bryant carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. And it looked like the fastball got away from him there.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
2-1 to count. We're in the 8th inning now of a 5-2 ball game. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now. Wilson Contreras would be next. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. He struck him out. The third time he's fanned in the game. Cubs are down in order. They trail 5-2. Jeremy Jeffress is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth.
Chicago, number 24, Jeremy Jeffress.
At the plate, Joey Votto. He singled his last time up.
The first baseman, Joey Votto.
Here comes the first pitch. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Votto behind, but still dangerous even on 0-2. The 0-2 home, and a splitter is over for a cold third strike as he's left shaking his head. One gone. So one away here in the Reds' half of the eighth, and into the batter's box next, a guy who's developed into one of the big-time power hitters in the league, Eugenio Suarez.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Ball one to start the at-bat. Now the 1-0. Line drive to left. Schwarber is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
That's one of those tough luck outs that'll drive you crazy as a hitter. He drove that fastball but couldn't get it down, so he has to take hard contact as a consolation.
Digging in to try it again, Mike Moustakas. He singled earlier, making him 1 for 2 to this point. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. 2 out, nobody on. Even 1-1 count to Moustakas.
Might have to change your game plan in the box right here. If he's going to pound away, might have to work the opposite field.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Now a big swing by Moustakas, but he won't be able to keep this one in play. It's into the seats, foul. A knuckle curve there, and he thought he had him, but it's 2-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Now another 2-2.
I like what he was trying to do there with the two-seam fastball, but that's a tough pitch to command. When you throw it glove side like that, it's really tough to get it to come back to the corner.
The 3-2 pitch. Popped him up. Contreras shading to his right, and that's the third out. Reds are down in order, and it remains 5-2. Michael Lorenzen comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth.
Number 21, Michael Lorenzen.
Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Tried to get the arms extended, but he couldn't. 1-1. And there's ball 2 now. Looked like a cut fastball there, and all he can do with it is foul it off to the right. And another foul ball. This is line to left. Castellanos is there, and he'll bring this one in. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the ninth as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. Stepping in, Anthony Rizzo. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Oh, that's too high.
One out, nobody on. Good cut fastball in there. 1-1.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for ball 2. All even now, 2-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
You know, you don't always have to straight challenge a guy on a 3-2 count. With the 3-run lead, no one on base, this is the perfect situation to do it. No reason to nibble and possibly set up a big inning.
Throw on to first gets him, and that means the Cubs are down to their final out now.
That left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Into the box now, Kyle Schwarber. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there. That cutter inside. And that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
Changeup stays outside and is behind 2-0. Lorenzen rarely finds himself in much trouble out of the bullpen, at least in terms of giving up base hits. He's proven to be a tough guy to barrel up. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Ball 3, 3-0. And this one misses high for ball 4, and they have themselves a 2-out base runner.
That is just a great at-bat there. When you're down late, you need base runners any way you can get them, and that never say die mentality could be the difference. We'll see how it plays out.
So striding forward now, Ian Happ. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
Ball one. Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike one. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening. And now this relatively sparse crowd comes to their feet one final time. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. A runner on first with two away. The Cubs are down to their final strike here. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And that one is gone on a two-strike count with two away in the inning. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left. As they pull within one here, it's now a 5-4 game. Standing in now, Jason Kipnis. Out in front of it, strike one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1.
No ball, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes.
Good pitch right there with the bases empty. Why not take a shot? Throw that breaking ball in the dirt and see if he'll chase after it.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. And he won't go after the cut fastball. 2-2. Hit hard to the right side. Fielded by Moustakas. Throw on to first is going to be in time to take care of him, and the Reds have come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over.
Excellent work putting the finishing touches on this one. Picking up save number 30 now on the year. Nice job from him.
This evening's game comes to an end. 5-4 the final tally. Cincinnati rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Lucas Sims gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. Michael Lorenzen wraps it up for the save, his league-leading 30th of the season. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter @MLB The Show.